Sunday, we travel to Queensland, where Vietnamese refugees are offered a new life on an experimental farm.
Peanuts had never been grown this far north.
Then on to the Great Dividing Range, where man takes on the challenge of the Wild Trek Winter Classic.
They must simply show fitness and endurance.
And our bullet drivers battle it out for a world record.
The work is a craft, combining the skills of the bullocky and his offsider.
Jack Thompson Down Under, Sunday.
Patrick Whelan, investment advisor, turning your dollars into good sense.
Why is it important to get independent financial advice? At Patrick Whelan Investments, you can explore your investment alternatives at your own pace and without pressure. As independent investment advisors, we offer a no-fee, no-obligation consultation and written report that will steer you towards greater financial benefits and security.
Patrick Whelan Investments. Sound, independent investment advice.
Sand in a funnel, supported by strings, a little push, a pattern appears, a balance of natural forces and energies. So, too, Cadbury Dairy Milk Chocolate has natural goodness with the glass and a half of full cream dairy milk in every 200-gram block. Cadbury Dairy Milk Chocolate embraces substantial nourishment, enjoyment, and that great Cadbury taste. So when you think of chocolate, think of Cadbury.
Bottle of Penfolds Club Port, please.
I'm afraid you're 60 cents short, sir.
Be back in a minute.
I've got one a bit cheaper.
What? Drink any port in the store?
Did you know that you don't have to put up with smelly garbage? Because Glad-handled tie bags now have GladGuard, which actually suppresses odors. GladGuard, the end of smelly garbage.
If you're looking for built-in robes or a brand new kitchen,
walk in, look around. Wolfspan has the best range in town.
Everybody's walking into Wolfspan for easy, economical, do-it-yourself kitchens and robes in a style and finish to suit any home.
Everybody's walking in, talking to our salesman, then driving out with kitchens and robes. Walk in, drive out. With Wolfspan you can do it yourself, no doubt.
Paraka, Ranella and Mile End.
Cynthian, Carbaryl, copper spray, lime sulfur, mancozeb. Just some of the chemicals that coat the humble apple. And while you chew that over, Monday night in Eyewitness News, we expose the chemical smorgasbord that's now part of your daily diet. It's chemical warfare of the stomach, and it's on Monday night. The Poisons We Eat, a disturbing Eyewitness News special.
Yes, I know I'm late, but I couldn't ring home earlier. Look, I've had a hard day.
Some days are a strain. Some days are a real pain.
Oh, no.
So at the end of a hard day, say Radox. Radox, the end of a hard day.
Your child will find learning to read a joy with all the well-loved Disney characters in the new fun-to-read library from Bantam Books. These quality books will delight your child with colourful illustrations and their favourite Disney friends, like Mickey, Donald, Goofy, and all the others. The stories are also designed to help teach children values such as honesty, courage, loyalty, and determination. Start your child on a lifelong love of books and reading. Volume 1 in the fun-to-read library is on sale now at all newsagents and selected stores.
Darlings, here we are in Brazil. Mucho exotica. This is Pepe, and Pepe. They pick the beans for Moccona coffee. Then it's whizzed off to Holland, where Hans, sorted out and roasted to make the new Moccona range. Gold label, espresso, and decaffeinated. Something for everyone. Then it's back home to Australia, and here it is. Moccona Gold label for Bruce. Espresso for Bruce. And Bruce here has decaffeinated because he's already quite perky. All in all, it takes months from picking the beans to pouring the coffee. Well, you can't rush the best.
Makona, it takes months to make our instant coffee.
The Hoover Elite series has the largest capacity of any family washing machine made in Australia to keep big wash loads in line. That's why Hoover is ahead of the rest.
When you have sinus pain, the only thing that matters is getting rid of it. So you've probably already found that Sudafed gets rid of sinus pain fast. And if you've tried some of our competitors, you'll have found Sudafed has another advantage. Sudafed gets rid of sinus pain without making you drowsy.
The kind of place you only ever dream about. So wake up, it's here. This is tropical Queensland, the heart of the world's largest living thing. Take a look at our backyard. If you prefer something quieter, you'll love this crowd. Now, you've got a choice. You can either stay at home with the same old crowd, or you can breeze your way to tropical Queensland, the place that's beautiful one day, perfect the next.
Book your tropical Queensland Sun Lover holiday through the Queensland Government Travel Centre.
You may not be able to see the brand on this can of paint, but if you listen, it'll be an absolute giveaway. It's the only brand with a $6 cashback on a 4-litre can. Buy up to 4 cans and get $24. It's the only brand with a $6 cashback right at a time most suited to painting. Until September 2nd, look for the $6 cashback, and it's a giveaway. Berger. Now you know the brand. Look for these cans at your Berger stockist and get $6 cash back.
To guard against the unexpected, be sure you have the right protection. For real security, trust your health insurance to Medibank Private, Australia's biggest, strongest health insurer. Medibank Private. Nobody knows more about health insurance.
I'm Jane Singleton. I've been looking into the issue of dental health. Progress has been made. Our children's teeth have never been healthier. I've seen the evidence. But plaque is still a major cause of problems such as tooth decay and gum disease. Control plaque before the problems start and help keep your family's teeth healthy. Regular visits to the dentist and proper brushing with AIM help control plaque.
Makona, my darlings, go to Brazil for their beans. Zip off to Holland for expert blending. And then home to Australia with the wonderful new Makona range.
Makona, it takes months to make our instant coffee.
The Hoover Elite series has the largest capacity of any family washing machine made in Australia to keep big wash loads in line. That's why Hoover is ahead of the rest.
Another Toyota Olympic tribute.
When Dawn Fraser won a gold medal in the 1956 Olympic Games in Melbourne, she set a world record. Dawn was to hold the 100 metres freestyle record for the next 15 years. In Rome, 4 years later, at the age of 22, she once again won the 100 metres in Olympic record time and set her sights on Tokyo. A beaming Dawn had the distinction of carrying the Australian flag at the opening ceremony. American Sharon Stauder was Fraser's greatest threat. In a classic showdown, the pair swam stroke for stroke before Dawn edged away to create Olympic history. On her return home, she was voted Australian of the Year. During her turbulent career, Dawn Fraser had the distinction of being the only swimmer, male or female, to win 3 consecutive gold medals in the same event.
This
new Camry wagon's really sporty.
It's built as a wagon from the ground up, not like some others with a back tacked on, so our styling's so much better. Love the curve shape and flush-fitting glass. Better aerodynamics too, a low drag coefficient, adjustable driver's seat, 2 steering wheel, brilliant ergonomics, everything at your fingertips. Drives like a sedan, fantastic twin-cam fuel-injected engine, 16 valves, 4-cylinder, twice as many as the others in this class. Even got
the Australian Camry twin-cam.
Reliability is naturally built in.
Brings out the driver in you.
How do we stop her?
Easy. Bring up the music.
We'll be there when you need us. We'll be there with Radio Rentals Care. Unique technology. We've got the space to see north, south, east or west. We've always stood the test. You want to rent to buy to keep ahead of time. We'll give you peace of mind at Radio Rentals. We'll be there when you need us.
Radio Rentals.
We'll be there.
When it comes to choosing a pain reliever, there's one product Australians trust more than any other: Panadol tablets from Winthrop. There are good reasons to choose Panadol for pain relief. Panadol is paracetamol, pure and gentle to the stomach. Both Panadol tablets and capsules provide effective relief from headache, pain and fever. Naturally, take Panadol only as directed, and please see your doctor if pain persists. Panadol, Australia's most trusted pain reliever.
Drill! Look at that. It does get in.
But is it proven?
Oh, yes. How's that, Miss Marsh?
Your children's teeth only get one chance.
Fooligard. We press how does it happen to?
Colgate Fluorogard has prevented more cavities than any other toothpaste in Australia.
Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket. Great filmmaking. I've seen it twice. Chicago Tribune. Overpowers Apocalypse Now, Platoon, and The Deer Hunter. Astonishing. The Daily Mirror. Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket. Bring it home on video.
Last year, one movie dominated the prestigious Australian Film Awards by winning 5 awards, including Best Picture. It was described by critics as simply unforgettable, frequently funny and finally very moving. A truly beautiful piece, an elevation of the spirit. One of the most attractive Australian films to come along in some time. Now, the television premiere of Kennedy Miller's The Year My Voice Broke is coming very soon to Channel 10.
Nice out, eh? God, $48.
I remember when you could buy a beer for $6.
Well, that was yonks ago.
Jeez.
You must be ancient.
Not that ancient. I only retired last week.
And you can still afford to drink this stuff?
I've had good super. Keeps me liquid, so to speak.
Where'd you get this?
Same place I got my life insurance.
MLC. Well, I thought they were a pretty cautious bunch.
No. They just don't take stupid risks. Survived the crash of '99, and they still pay me a top return on my investments.
So what are you going to do with all this well-planned wealth?
Finally bought something I've always wanted.
What?
A vintage car.
MLC. We help you take control of your future.
New mood. New pace. New style. New face. Compacts by Stay Free. The full protection napkin that's folded and wrapped. New flash. New flair. New dash. New dare. Compacts by Stay Free. Not one but 2 protection layers folded and wrapped. Stay Free Compacts. All the protection you'll ever need to carry.
The Hyundai XL GL. It'll get you across town in peak hour traffic at exactly the same speed as a BMW. It'll carry a sight more shopping than a Porsche. And it has the same number of wheels as a Mercedes. It parks in spots that'd never take a Volvo. And takes you on holidays using a lot less petrol than a Rolls. The Hyundai XL GL at just $12,990. It's for people who have nothing to prove but how intelligent they are. Say hi to your Hyundai dealer now.
Myrtle, did you have to go to the dentist?
Yes, but it wasn't the same.
Why?
Because I had holes in my teeth.
Oh, sure, Mum.
Come on.
To keep our children's teeth as healthy as they are today, we need to control plaque. Regular visits to your dentist and proper brushing with AIM toothpaste helps put that control in our hands.
The first television series about Vietnam goes beyond the battles.
You ever think about dying, Sergeant?
Beyond the politics.
I want you to write my little girl.
It captures the human side of war.
The letter. It looks like it's from your wife.
They weren't just soldiers. They were husbands, sons, and fathers.
She called me Daddy, Tom.
It was all in the line of duty. The highly acclaimed Tour of Duty. So powerful you can feel it. Compelling viewing Monday nights on 10.
Anyone can tell he's captured by her spell.
Yes, sir, McLean's is showing.
McLean's with calcium GP for strong, white, healthy teeth.
This is our most precious document. It helps protect our democracy and your rights. It is the Australian Constitution. It was drafted by a committee made up of the most eminent brains of the time. All the colonies were represented and many different points of view. However, before the Constitution could be enacted, it had to be approved by the people, by referendum. That same process applies today because the original authors foresaw the possible need to make changes in the future and built into the Constitution the means to do it. On September 3, you'll be asked to decide on 4 proposed amendments to the Australian Constitution by the same process that began nearly 100 years ago.
The September 3 referendum. Authorised by Lionel Bowen, Commonwealth Attorney General, Kensington.
If you like getting out amongst it, you don't mind a bit of rough and tumble, you'll love tropical Queensland. This exercise is commonly referred to as driving up the creek. This is cold! Coming down the creek in a hurry! This is described as, look at the size of the thing, what'll I do, what'll I do? Now, would you rather be parked in front of your TV or here, in the place that's beautiful one day and perfect the next?
Book your tropical Queensland Sun Lover holiday through the Queensland Government Travel Centre.
Lamb last night, fish the night before, chicken again on Saturday. It's all a bit of a bore. What we need is action. Something different on our fork.
Hip up, everybody. Tonight I'm serving pork.
Put new-fashioned pork on your weekly menu. It's trimmed of fat, packed with protein and simple to prepare.
Pep them up with pork. Pork.
When you lose someone loved, you need sympathy, understanding, and friends around you. Things that Charles Berry appreciate. For funerals in quiet, good taste, at the one location, with understanding and sympathy, from $1,200, seek the guidance of Charles Berry & Son. Phone for booklet.
Good evening. Emergency services are on the scene of a huge fire in Sydney. The blaze has already destroyed 2 factories.
Out at around 7 o'clock tonight in the southern suburb of Kingsgrove. It tore through 2 adjoining factories which manufacture paper products. Streets around the scene were blocked off as firemen from more than a dozen units battled the blaze. At the height of the fire, the roofs of both factories caved in, but firemen managed to prevent the flames from spreading to several nearby houses. The blaze was contained just a short time ago, and residents are now beginning to return to their homes. There's still no word on the cause of the fire. Tony Morabito, Eyewitness News, Night Watch.
Thousands of Western tourists have fled India's Kashmir Valley after 4 people were killed in protests marking the death of Pakistan's President Zia. The unrest has erupted as American experts head to Pakistan to help investigate the plane crash which claimed the president's life.
First pictures of the crash site and graphic accounts of the plane's last moments, pointing more and more to sabotage. A mid-air explosion, loss of altitude, a somersault before it hit the ground. Amid the wreckage, evidence of the top brass wiped out. 3 major generals, 5 brigadiers, and members of Zia's personal staff. President Zia's body was flown to the capital. Military contingents formed an appropriate guard for the man who used the armed forces to consolidate his power. In spite of its hatred of him, the opposition is not a serious suspect in Zia's assassination. Pakistan today is pointing the finger at Afghanistan's KGB-trained secret police.
The vexed question of what's good and what's not when it comes to art is troubling officials in the New South Wales town of Albury. The row is over the first prize awarded to a surreal painting of a pregnant woman.
It's called A Change in the Weather, part of the Morning Sickness series by local artist Jenny and Bravo. And last Saturday it won the $1,000 first prize at the biennial Albury Regional Art Show. And that's when the trouble started. Of the 100 entries, the locals thought there were 99 others that should have won. But the Melbourne judge thought differently.
Is it a great painting?
I think it's a very good painting, and it's a pretty emotional painting from somebody who's been in the situation a lot of women have, of being pregnant, and it's a very personal thing.
I wonder what they were on when they were painting that. Keith Martin's weather. Keith tells me tomorrow will be cool, cloudy at times with a few showers, mainly overnight and first thing tomorrow. A top of 16 degrees. Overnight our minimum should be 9. And Keith's outlook for Sunday and Monday, cold with a few showers. We hope to see you again Monday evening. Good night.
It's only when you get the complete picture that you can really understand what's going on. And you get the complete picture on the day's events from Steve Whitten, Caroline Ainsley and the team on Channel 10's Eyewitness News.
Tuesday, brotherly love is forgotten.
What are you looking for, you slug?
I want what's right.
I'll pay you $15,000.
15? She left you millions.
Friendships are forgotten.
He assigned you to this to assist me, which makes you my assistant. Now here is a list of the categories. Pick a box.
But you'll never forget the award-winning L.A. Law.
You drove the getaway car. You mean they're going to give you the death penalty for that?
8:30 Tuesday on Channel 10.
Deciding on selling your home is a big decision. Deciding on who is going to sell it is just as big. In the North, there is one real estate company that is well respected for their professionalism, service and sincerity. John Martin, your first national real estate agent in Salisbury and Elizabeth.
John Martin, it was all so easy.
We were told we could trust them. We did, and they were excellent.
John Martin, your first national real estate agent in Salisbury and Elizabeth. Decide on them to sell, contact them to buy or rent.
Dreamland does it again, smashing through the betting price barrier. Queen-size ensembles just $4.99, doubles $3.99 and singles $2.99. It's the lowest price ever on famous names Sealy, Sleephaven, Sleepmaker, Simmons and Lullaby. Just $4.99 for queen-size, $3.99 for double and $299 for single. Dreamland does it again. Score more betting at Dreamland, Spoke Street, Ranella, Paraka, Holden Hill, Flinders Park and Mount Barker.
An absolute fortune to have the drapes specially woven to get that authentic threadbare peasant look. So when Geoffrey brought home this cute little book on knitting patterns using yak hair, I went into paroxysms of delight. Oh, Indians.
Have you had a pizza attack lately?
Here are 2 ordinary bank passbooks. On the left, your average ordinary bank passbook, which pays 3 3/4% interest. On the right, the ANZ High Performance Passbook, which pays 9.5% interest. That's over twice as much. the ANZ High Performance Passbook. Next to it, the other books are a joke.
7 hot dinners every single week. It's hard to keep 'em happy. Just listen. What a cheek.
Bored with beef.
Chased up with chicken. Fed up with fish.
Okay, I got the message. Enough of all this talk. Pep up, everybody. Tonight I'm serving pork.
Put new-fashioned pork on your weekly menu. It's trimmed of fat, packed with protein and simple to prepare.
Pep them up with pork. Pork. John's Decor, where the world on show.
Furniture with sophistication. Find the best from every nation. Softest leather or like a sheen. Finest things you've ever seen. Both floors of John's Decor offer you so much more. Australia's finest, Europe's best. Why don't you come and see? John's Decor is your store, where the world's on show. We bring the world to you.
It's on now. Brash's biggest ever stock take sale. Save $100 on this Sanyo Hi-Fi with digital tuner, now $499. We've slashed the price on this Akai VHS compact camcorder to only $1,299. Panasonic cordless remote video with digital scanner, $749. And 34cm colour TVs are crazy $368. If you want the lowest price in town, just ask Brash's. But be quick. Brash's stock take sale must end Saturday.
Whatever shape your dog is, with Meaty Bites, he's in good shape. With Meaty Bites, he's in good shape.
Meaty Bites with marrowbone keeps your dog in good shape 5 ways.